In an aisle of a supermarket, a casual shopper's gaze flickers across an array of brightly packaged treats, each silently promising delights of taste and, invisibly, potential health pitfalls. Despite being staples on many a grocery list, some popular foods play devil's advocate to our health. And shockingly, these nutrition traps are not those we often suspect. Today, the habitual consumption of certain diet disasters poses a riddle. Why, amidst a vast sea of nutritional guidance, do we still fall prey to these covert menaces lurking in our diets? Armed with knowledge and vigilance, not all is lost. Educating oneself about the dire impacts of these hidden health hazards represents a crucial first step towards reclaiming control over our wellness. Let's delve deep into the shadows of our pantries, decode the science behind 10 food culprits, and unveil strategies for safer, smarter eating habits. Sugary drinks. Liquid calories, major maladies. Sugary drinks are everywhere, from vending machines to even the beverage list at a health club. These drinks, glamorized by marketing geniuses, are perhaps the sneakiest of all diet disasters. They contribute to an array of metabolic disorders, yet enter our system so fleetingly we barely recognize their impact. It starts with a can, a quick gulp of sweetness. The body responds instantaneously, a surge of dopamine rewarding the taste receptors. But behind the veil of this instant gratification lies a harrowing statistic. Regular consumption of sugary beverages can considerably up the ante for developing type 2 diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular diseases. Studies show that fructose, a common sweetener in these beverages, can overload the liver, forcing it to convert fructose into fat. This process not only spikes blood insulin levels, but also heightens the risk of fatty liver disease, etching a permanent mark on one's health, metaphorically and literally. Processed meats, a shortcut to chronic diseases. Mouth-watering bacon, sausages, or canned meats might dominate weekend breakfast platters, yet they carry a burden heavier than their aromatic allure. Classified as Group 1 carcinogens by the World Health Organization, the dangers of processed meats match those of smoking in terms of cancer risk. The damning evidence stems from the preservatives and chemicals used. Nitrates and nitrites, while effective in retaining the pinkish hue of meats, once ingested, convert into nitrosamines, potent carcinogens. This association between processed meat intake and increased risk of colorectal and stomach cancers illuminates the dark side of convenient food choices. Moreover, the high levels of salt and saturated fats in these meats escalate the risk of heart disease and stroke. The cumulative effect of such nutrients, especially when taken in the standard Western diet quantities, poses significant threats to cardiovascular health. White bread, stripped grains, empty promises. White bread, often paraded as an innocent staple, is actually far from benign. The flour used in white bread is bereft of the nutritional virtues of whole grains, having been stripped of the bran and germ, resulting in a product with scant dietary value. The impact on health is twofold. First, the high glycemic index of white bread leads to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, contributing to energy peaks and precipitous drops, which can affect mood and energy. This process indirectly fosters a dependency on constant snacking, often of equally unhealthy options, to sustain energy throughout the day. Second, regular consumption of white bread has been linked to weight gain and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. This is akin to setting up dominoes, one poor dietary choice paving the way for a cascade of health problems. Margarine, the trans fat traitor. Once hailed as the healthier alternative to butter, margarine had its curtain pulled back to reveal a less savory truth. Many margarines contain trans fats, artificial fats created during hydrogenation, which have proven detrimental to cardiovascular health. Trans fats are notorious for their role in increasing bad cholesterol, LDL, while slashing good cholesterol, HDL levels, This imbalance sets the stage for plaque formation in the arteries, a prelude to heart attacks and strokes. Beyond the cardiovascular repercussions, there is evidence suggesting that trans fats in margarine can exacerbate inflammation and insulin resistance, potent catalysts for chronic illnesses. Amid growing health concerns, some brands have reduced trans fat levels, but the shadow of their past formulations still lingers. Through this exploration of typical diet disasters, the aim is not merely to scare, but to inform and empower. As consumers equipped with the right knowledge, we hold the power to make choices that align better with our health aspirations, transforming our eating habits and, by extension, enhancing our overall well-being.